Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Cloud and Data with Kaushik. So today in this session we are going to explore that pipeline projects in Jenkins, right? So how to create pipeline projects in Jenkins. So before going to start the hands-on, I just want to show the process workflow of Jenkins, how the Jenkins can work, right? So I just write. I hope my screen is visible, right? Yeah. So we need to understand the process workflow of Jenkins, right? Process workflow of Jenkins. So first, developers create the application, right? Create the application and publish their code to remote Git repository, right? Git repo, and then check out source code, check out the source code, check out the source code, and perform the build, right? Perform the build. Next step is that create artifacts, right? Create artifacts. Next step is that deploy to higher environment. Deploy to higher environment for further testing. So this is the process workflow of Jenkins, right? So these are the steps. So first two step is the developer jobs, right? They can create the application and their code they have to add it in the remote Git repository. And then the Jenkins responsibility has been started. See, it started. And that is a task of developers. Developers' responsibility, right? Responsibility. So how the application is built? So like you are working in a Java, right? And then how the application is built. Which build tool they use to build? Which build tool they use to build? So that is one of them. Or that build tool is the Maven, right? So first we have to know just overview of Maven build tool. So Maven applications, how we can configure Maven, how we can work on the Maven. That is a separate video I have worked. Just I have to understand the overview, right? So Maven build tool, Maven build tool, build tool. So compile the source code, and create artifacts. Artifacts means the binaries, right? Create artifacts like binaries that can be WAR file or .jar file. So the dependency where Maven can store, right? In the pom.xml, right? That is the pom.xml. it is used to maintain the dependencies and plugins required to build. And as a DevOps engineer, that is not your task. So that is the task of the developers. They know that which application they want to build, how the dependencies can be worked, right? In the pom.xml. So this is the pom.xml that Maven has used. So this is used for the dependencies tool, right? Right. You have the Node.js applications or React.js applications, that is the node modules. In the Java, the pom.xml. So I want to show you the source code repository, how it can be used. You can see that pom.xml, and that is the process workflow of Jenkins, and then that is the build application with the Java, right? I just added. So you can see that is the pom.xml, right? This is my repository. So I had created that Java Maven application. So you can see that is the pom.xml. I have different files is there, like Docker file, Jenkins file, and that is my pom.xml file. So you can see that is the dependency, right? And inside the dependencies, there are separate dependency, like Java X, JUnit for the testing. So this is the source code repository looks like, right? And this source code is maintained by the developers, right? So source code repo maintained by developer. And you can go in the source code where source code is there, right? You can see that index.jsp. So that is the simple Maven and Java web application that I had created. And the dependencies are stored in the pom.xml. And this is at the source code level, right? And main.web app. And this is our pom.xml. And if you notice, so that is one artifact ID is right, artifact ID, right? And that there is where or jar file, and it is maintain all the dependencies. And also you can see that artifact ID, packaging, version, URL, everything is mentioned inside the pom.xml. And that is the actual plugins which is maintained, right? And developers can maintain the pom.xml file, means total applications. And assume that developers want to onboard the application, so we have to create the pipeline. in the Jenkins, right? And they have maintained the dependencies. All the dependencies configurations are there, and you can see the plugins. The version is 3.1, 2.4. There are different plugins I have used, right? Like Maven compiler plugin, Maven web plugins. So this is the entire overview of pom.xml, and that so this is the structure of one pom.xml that I had created. That is my repository. You can see, and that project XML, XLSI, and XML version, everything is maintained over there. The version, the group ID, and the artifact ID, right? So this is the Maven repository, right? Maven repo, we have this file, this file. So I want to show one thing, that is a Maven repository. If you go and search Maven repository, right? Maven repository. And that is the official site. You can see the Maven repository. Any kind of dependencies you can get over there, right? Like JUnit, I have used. And so you can see the JUnit, right? You can click and you can see that versions, right? Everything is written over there. So you can collect the Maven repository, right? That mavenrepository.com, where you can get that packages, right? JUnit I have used over there. So this is the repository I have added in my repository, right? So Maven goal is there. What is the goal? That is test, build, clean, and packages. So I just providing the overview. That Maven project, I will show you how we can build. That is the hands-on part is there. This is just for the overview, and that I have used that understanding and how to build that pipeline that I want to show you. So this all the steps, right? First we have to build, then we can test, and then create the packages. And as a DevOps engineer, we don't to interfere these things. Whatever the goal they have achieved, they have added over there, right? This is the interaction to your build tool and how we can use in the implement in our pipeline, right? So for that, we have to go in our Jenkins and you can go and the dashboard of Jenkins, that I have to go over there. Now we have to create a pipeline project. Now we have to create pipeline project. Pipeline project is two types, right? First is scripted pipeline. Scripted pipeline, and that is declarative pipeline. Declarative pipeline. So very earlier version of Jenkins, they introduces the scripted pipeline. and this is that very complex. So who don't know the script, they cannot understand and they cannot write. But the declarative pipeline is very user friendly, easy to understand, and anyone can write the declarative pipeline. And that is, declarative pipeline is the simplified version of scripted pipeline. Simplified of version of scripted pipeline. So this is very complex, and only experienced a person can create and run. But this is not very complex, it's very easy. Like you are working in a project, tomorrow any other the DevOps engineer can come, right? So they can easily understand the declarative pipeline, but not the scripted pipeline. So I want to show how to create the declarative pipeline. So I hope my dashboard is there. So first go to new item, and in the new item provide the name scripted pipeline, the pipeline demo, sorry, pipeline demo. You can choose the pipeline. So earlier I show that we have chosen the freestyle project, right? Now we have to choose the pipeline project, right? So here we can orchestrate long running activities that can span multiple build agents, right? So we can choose this. There are different kind of projects and pipelines are also be there, but now I have to concentrate on the pipeline. So just okay in the pipeline, and you can see that new interface will come, right, for the pipeline project. And this is the page, this is the screen of pipeline project. So we just go and click the pipeline. So you can see the pipeline script is there, right? And you can see that use Groovy sandbox. So Groovy script we can use over there, right? So if you are new in the Jenkins, and you don't have to worry about that, so you can see the help, right? So you can click and everything, the instruction is given, right? Because Jenkins is called that intuitive tool, very intuitive. It can provide each and every help, whatever you need. If you don't understand what is the build triggers, what is the pole SCM, so you just go and just click and configure. It's clearly written, the documentation, right? Configure Jenkins to pole changes and SCM. So everything is there. So just want to show the demo of simple pipeline, right? So you can go and choose. That is different pipeline are there, right? If I add that hello world, GitHub plus Maven, integration pipeline, scripted pipeline, just I click on the hello world, right? So you can see that this is the declarative pipeline. And how can say that is declarative pipeline? Every declarative pipeline should start with that. First is the pipeline, and that is the only one stage. They have given the just sample, right? So that stage only is the hello, right? So in the stage is wrapped under the stages. There are multiple stage, right? You can see. So this is the structure, right? Is there any doubt you cannot understand this thing? This is very simple. You can the structure is very simple, right? You can see this is the stage and this is stages. All the stage are built inside the stages. And agent any means it can be available in a master node. You cannot write. I cannot show that how can configure the agent and other things that I can show. in the next video that I can show how can connect all the things. But now we have to understand the pipeline projects, right? And that I just create the one more stage, right? This is one stage and just copy and then you have to paste. Okay, what is the stage? Stage means set of tasks that you can perform. The stage. Stage means that set of tasks you can perform. Stages. Stage a set of tasks you are going to perform, and it's under stages. So stages and then stage. You can see that I just run one stage, right? That this job. So you can write the stage. There's two stage, right? One was hello, another is stages. So just go stages, stage, and hello one, and just go and save it. You can see that pipeline demo that I have added, and you can click on the build now. And you can see that job is running, job is built, right? And it will be executed. And you can see that one by one stage can show over there. You can see hello, and that is another stage. The two stage that I have created, and both are success. And you can see the green tick mark is there, right? In the hello and stage, right? And if you go and you can see in that, click over there. And that build is success, and you can see the console output. And that two stage I have created. First stage is hello world. Second stage is stage I have done that, and the job is success, right? It's showing the success message is there. So this is that pipeline. Now I have to create more, one or two pipelines over there. So you can go and pipeline demo and go to configure your stage view. It's showing the stage view, right? You can show the stage view. So go and configure. So I just create 5 stages, right? As we have to create and we have to write the source code, add the source code, and then we can build, we can test it, and you can UAT. There are different stages, right? That I've created. So here I write SCM checkout, SCM checkout. SCM checkout, and that is build, and then I just write build, and here you can write that SCM checkout, SCM checkout. Just copy and add and deploy to QA server, right? Deploy to QA server. Once the QA is done, then you can deploy to UAT, right? And once that, you can run in that UAT. and you can add that production ability to prod. And in between, when the UAT and when the QA is done, QA is done, then we can test it, right? So deploy to prod, and then QA test, right? I just create this stage, just copy it and paste, deploy to QA, test. Just write that echo, right? UAT test, you can write the UAT test also, this stage, and you can write the deploy to UAT stage, UAT test. All the test and production is done, right? And then you can deploy to prod. The final stage is prod. So just I have to understand the structure. I have not added any logic. Just understand the structure, how the pipeline stages are working. So that is the structure. And apply, you can say that it's saved and saved. And this is that's just a structure, right? That we want to understand. And then click on build now, and you can see the first stage is SCM checkout, right? And then you can see that build. So this is the template, you can say. With this template, we can deploy. So build, once build is done, we can deploy it with a QA server. Once QA server, and then we can go to the test. And then we can deploy it to the UAT, and the test also be there in the UAT test, and deploy finally in the production. So this is the stage view. I have not added any code, anything that real application, right? I just want to show that template, how the structure is working inside the Jenkins environment. The next video that I will show each and every concept over there. Just understand the concept, right? And you can go and inside the build, you can see the build is succeed. You can go over there and see the console output. So this is the console output of deploy QA server, QA test. Everything is done, right? So finish success. So this is that pipeline script. I hope you all can understand, right? So these artifacts, like QA server is done, then these artifacts we deploy to the QA, right? So this is that total structure. We can say that CI/CD, continuous integration and continuous deployment. With this stage, the pipeline, this is just a structure. So next video we can see that how we can perform the actual project, how can work on that, right? So we can see each and every step one by one. I hope you all can understand that pipeline script. So this is one of the example, right? I just go and just and also just once again, I just copy that thing. You understood, right? That how the structure of the pipeline script is working. You just go and copy the script, and you can add all this script over there, right? So this note I will add in that description box. So what we can learn in that video, that every step we can add in the description box. And there is another pipelines. You can see right. So pipeline syntax you can also check. These are pipeline syntax. You can go and you can check it out, and also you can generate the pipeline script, right? Sample step you want to like I want to normally just uh, anything, any step you can write the sample step. This is a predefined sample step, and it will generate a script, the declarative script, like build job, right? And if we click the generated pipeline, so it can ask no jobs, wait for completion, wait until build state, and it will create project to build demo job. You can write demo job. So no such jobs is there. So actually I have not created any job, and this, just a minute, save it. You can explore these things. I'll show you the pipeline syntax, all the things, and how it can be worked in the next video, because I don't want to keep lengthy this video. I want to only focus the pipeline scripting, right? So pipeline syntax and all the things that I want to show. This is the pipeline syntax, right? I hope we can understand uh, that how we can create the pipeline. If you have any questions, any doubt, you can ask me in that comment box. I definitely reach out each and everyone, and I hope you can understand that the pipeline script, the template. I just repeatedly saying this is the sample pipeline, right? Just templating. I'm not adding anything. I want to show you that how can we add this actual project, right? So next video, just I want to show how first we have to connect the master and slave structure, right? So these things I want to show, and then we can step by step we can progress, right? Okay, then good. I'm closing these sessions as of now. If you have any doubt, please add your comments in the comment box. And please, I just repeatedly say in the other videos also, please subscribe my channel if you like this. If you, so I can, we can learn and we can grow together, right? So if you subscribe my channel, that will be better. And please subscribe my channel. Please subscribe it. I repeatedly told you. Thank you. Thank you once again. Goodbye.